Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to show a bit of the work I have in progress and some updates on the pieces I've made videos about already. So starting off right here is one that I actually forgot to make any videos about at all, from the Purple Men series where I'm working with trying out anatomy and such. Um, This is supposed to become like a bag over his head. I'm going to add some highlight details to that. And this little spot in the middle is going to be a dog tag. But for the moment, I'm just working on the anatomy and the light and shadows. And it's going to keep this very bright yellow background, unlike the other pieces, which has been focusing on orange and dark hues of blue. There's another Purple Man that I haven't showed you. I'm gonna put it up here. And I don't know how crazy YouTube is, but it's gonna lightly censor this. It's a bot. Yeah. This was actually the first Purple Man that I made, which gave me an idea to continue it. Let's see if I can show you it a little bit here. I'm very happy with this picture because I really got a good light and shadow on it from the get-go. But I'm again not sure how much YouTube will allow me to show. So better keep it safe. And yeah, then we have these ones that I have videos out about. This guy, where I'm gonna crop this side when I mount the pictures. I'm overall happy with how this turned out. There are some things that I would have changed from the get-go. His posture, he's leaning over in a weird way, and I would probably have changed that in a different version of it. But I'm pretty happy with it. Also, he got no nipples. Slight oversight, but then again, the reference picture didn't really show it with the way the light fell and such, so I think I can get away with that. And of course, yeah, come here. This guy, where I forgot to record the last bit of the creation, as I mentioned. Again, there are things that I'm very happy about with this, and there are things that I would have changed. I didn't have a reference for his chair. The reference picture is sitting in a completely different kind of chair that I was not too happy about. So I changed that with something just quickly imagined and dotted down. But yeah, overall pretty happy with it. The hands were a real challenge because it looks so weird in the reference too, but I hope it comes across as somewhat acceptable. Not sure, but yeah, these are just practice pieces playing around with learning anatomy. I have some different works here as well that have been in my little drying area. This was actually an experiment. It's a dead mouse, but the experiment part is the fact that it's painted on a piece of bamboo. This was a lid from some container or another that we were gonna throw out. So yeah, I gessoed it, and it's actually very smooth to paint on. I might try and find some more bamboo lids or bamboo boards, maybe cutting boards, and see if I can turn them into painting panels. So yeah, just waiting for this to dry so I can varnish it. And then we have something that's a work in progress. This is a picture of my mom's dog. Now, a lot of these smaller pieces are very difficult for me to record while I paint because they're going to be this small. And oh yeah, I finally got an actual camera, but it's a pretty bad camera, so I can't really zoom in without losing a lot of the integrity of the recording. English is a hard language. But yeah, I'm feeling like I'm getting a very good start on this. This is one layer in the actual dog, and then just a random code in the background. It's really annoying about this one is that all of his body is like right behind this in the reference picture. So it looks like it's like a portrait style with his feet dangling about. um, so yeah, that's a bit of a challenge, but I think it's gonna work out. Then another from the finished in the drying area. This is from a vacation we went on. Oh, it doesn't show very well. It is the South Bank Lion in London. And once it's proper dry and varnished, I might hang it in the living room. Um, some more works in progress. I asked my husband what he wanted me to paint to hang in the house, and he said some flowers. So I started a small painting of some flowers. He's pretty happy with it so far. It's only one layer. I'm not I'm not that good at flowers, and this is from imagination, so it might go horribly wrong, but it's gonna be an experience. Another small one that I can't really record while painting because it's too small for the zoom. This is a tree on our street. Again, just first layer. I'm gonna add some more branches and such on a later point. But it just when I walk past it, I like bonsai trees a lot, and when I walk past it, it looked like a giant bonsai tree, which sounds really stupid. But the shape of it and the way it was sitting um, up against this house was just very interesting. So I couldn't help but take a picture of that, and I'm gonna try and paint it. This is actually acrylic, not oil, and it's for a birthday gift. It is Totoro from my neighbor Totoro, who is making Has-Been Hotel fan art. So it's gonna be a hit with the gift recipient, I'm sure, but it is very weird and niche. Um, and finally, I have a careful, a work in progress here. This is the King of Denmark. I overpainted a bit here because I didn't like the way the eye was coming about, so I have to redo that. Um, Again, first layer, it's gonna get better. Trust the process and all that. But yeah, this year we got a new king in Denmark, and my in-laws are a bit royalist, let's say that. So I figured it'd be interesting to paint the king and maybe give it to my in-laws. Not sure that, not sure yet, but yeah. A thing about me and my art is that I try to paint on reclaimed materials, like these wooden boards are from some shipping crates, I think, that a friend gifted me that they've been using to store things in the attic. Um, my sawing skills are not perfect, as you can see. They're a bit weird in their cut, and I think this wood might be a bit too thin for this. They have a slight curve from when I gessoed them, but I quite like it. And so far, it's just practicing painting that, and of course my homemade canvas pieces that the Purple Men are painted on. If I turn it around here, you can see that this is actually from an old tote bag, which was gonna be thrown out. So I cut it up and turned it into some homemade canvas. I sized it with some watered down glue and then gave it a layer of gesso and then this green acrylic underpaint to tone it down a bit. And I have a lot of pieces of this homemade canvas lying about, uh, ready for when when I'm ready to paint. But yeah, just a little update, and feel like showing a bit of the things that I'm working on.